This tutorial is all about performing an advanced search. The advanced search can be gotten to two ways. One from this link right here under the basic search bar on the home page, or from the very top, which appears on every page, and that's entitled Advanced Search as well. So let's go to Advanced Search and show you how to work this particular process. Okay? And first of all, let's just go through all of the items and then we'll show you a few demonstrations. First name is, you can put in a first name and a last name, but you at least need a last name if you are indeed doing a search by name. You can also find pages with an exact word or exact phrase. If you have listened to some of the other tutorials, a phrase is on a basic search is surrounded by double quotes. So Abraham space Lincoln, if you were looking for the name Abraham Lincoln, you could put Abraham up in first name and Lincoln in last name, or you could put Abraham space Lincoln here in the exact word or phrase box. All these words means exactly what it says. It says all of those words must appear on a page somewhere on the page, and it could occur multiple times, but all of those words must appear on the page in order for that page to be returned to you in the search results. It's like a Boolean AND. Any of these words. What this means is that the words that you put in this list have to appear somewhere on any page. Not all on the same page, but on any page. So if you had word 1, word 2, and word 3, word 1 could be on 50 pages, and word 2 could be on 10 of the pages that word 1 is on, but 100 pages that it isn't on. And the same is true for word 3. So it basically says that the word exists on any page in the search results for order to be returned as positive. None of these words is very useful if you want to exclude pages. Okay? If you want to exclude pages that have a certain word on it, you can indeed use none of these words. So that's very, very useful. Okay? You can narrow your results. You can narrow them by selecting a country, which will tell you which states are in the collection. You then select a state, you can select a city, and you can select a publication. You can also narrow it by date. You can do it by just year, by clicking on the from year here and the to year, or by year and month, or by year, month, and date. So you could say, I only want all of these words on from February 1915 to February 1916, or March 3rd, 1920 to March 15th, 1920. So you can narrow your results by all kinds of potential things, by narrowing by date and or by title. So let's try a couple and see what happens. First of all, let's use Abraham Lincoln. I've been using a lot in these examples, so let's see what happens. So we're going to search for Abraham Lincoln as a name, and we're going to do a search. And you'll see that there are 1,463. So that name, Abraham Lincoln, comes up together on all of these pages. And some of these pages is multiple times it shows you. Here's 3 times in here, 4 times here. See that? So that's rather interesting. So let's go back to our advanced search again. And okay, so let's try any of these words, just for fun. Abraham. Oops, helps if you can spell it properly, or type it properly. Abraham Lincoln. And I can separate that by commas or by spaces, either way. And let's do it. What happens? See what happens when we do any of these words. In this case, Abraham or Lincoln has to appear on these pages. And look at how that, wow, 22,000 pages had either Abraham or Lincoln. 22,000 occurrences of either Abraham or Lincoln, not pages. I was wrong there. So that's, you can see that. Lincoln, Abraham, all over here. And they are, in many of these cases, they're on all the pages. this case, it doesn't show any Abrahams, but I'm sure there are some pages that just have Abraham but not Lincoln. Okay, so that's how you would do in any search. And let's go back to our advanced search. Let's try Abraham Lincoln. As a name again, but let's see if we can narrow our results. We're going to narrow it to USA and Iowa, and we're going to pick the city Algona, and let's pick a publication. Let's pick the Algona Courier out of all the ones that are available. Okay, and let's do a search and see what happens. Okay, and you can see there's 142 results. So the Algona Courier has the name Abraham Lincoln and all of the pages that I'm showing you right here, and quite a few more. Okay, 142 total results for Abraham Lincoln occurring on the Algona Courier, and there's the name over there. Okay, and by the way, these are the years that the Algona Courier has in the collection that has the number of occurrences about Abraham Lincoln as we are looking for. So let's just say for fun we wanted to go to 1904, even though this isn't part of advanced search, but you can actually home in and drill down that way to find the ones from 1904. So that's really a nice feature. So let's go back to our advanced search, and let's try Abraham Lincoln. Okay, and let's narrow it by a particular title, as we did before. There's Algona, and let's pick the Courier again. But this time let's see if we can narrow it from 1880 to, let's say, 1895. And I'm pretty sure those are in the collection, but I hope so. So let's see what happens. And there's 6 results. There's August 23rd, 1895, page 1. See that here? Page 1, page 5, page 6 that have Abraham Lincoln on that page. So we'll go back to the advanced search again. And by the way, we can go this way. See over here, we can click over here, go to advanced search, and let's try something just for fun. Let's say we want pages with Abraham on it, but I don't want any pages with Lincoln, because I'm not really looking for Abraham Lincoln, and because Abraham Lincoln is such a commonly used term, as we've seen on these pages. Let's see what happens when we just pick Abraham without Lincoln. And here we go. There's 1,009 of them. Quite a few results, aren't there, that have Abraham in it, and there's a lot of references to scripture here, it looks like. And there we go. See, there's no Lincolns. Just all, these are the Abrahams, and those are the results that we've gotten by using a knot. Okay, so you can combine all these as I've shown. You can put in first name and last name. You can put in none of these words, all of these words. You can fill out all these boxes if you wish. It gets a little complicated in your mind, but it really helps you to drill down and home in on stuff that you're really looking for, especially when you have common words or common names. And then you can narrow them by publication or by city if there's multiple cities in the particular collection you're searching. And again, you can narrow by date. And I just did, in the example I did before, was just year. You could actually pick year, month, and day, or just year and month, and really narrow it down to something you're looking for. If you're looking for an obituary, for example, you might search from the 2 weeks before the person died to 2 weeks after. The obituary obviously wouldn't be before the person died, but one of the reasons, if you're searching for obituaries, sometimes if you search a couple weeks before, you might find they had an accident or they fell down or were hospitalized or something. You might get a little bit more information about the person prior to the obituary actually being written. And so, at any rate, you can specify the actual date range right here. So you've got a lot of features with the advanced search. I encourage you to use it. It's very helpful. And as you get more and more experienced, you can fill in more and more of these boxes at the same time and begin to immediately drill down into the specific articles of interest to your research, whether it be for school or if you're doing historical research for a history paper, if you're a historian, or if you're doing genealogy research. Again, you've got all the tools here you need to do an advanced search and drill down and find the things that you're looking for. Okay? That is advanced search.